beautiful friends, my name is Katie, and in today's video we have not one but two fabulous skirts. These are actually the same type of skirt. They are just circle skirts in two lengths, so I made a short one as well as a long one because basically I wanted a long skirt to do a photo shoot, which I'll insert some pictures here, and then I also wanted a short skirt. I don't really know why, probably because I had so much material left. So I went to Goodwill and they had these curtain panels and it was $2 for the whole lot of curtains. So naturally I had a ton of material left, so I ended up making a short skirt as well, which I'll be honest, the short one is kind of my favorite, and I definitely have worn this to a bunch of events versus the long one is a little too formal to wear to most things, but it does keep your legs warm, which is always great, having warmer options. So let's get started. Both of these skirts are half circle skirts. The way to draw out this pattern is you're going to want to measure your waist. In my case, my waist is about 31 inches, and then divide that by pi. So your inner circle measurement is going to be your waist divided by pi, which in my case is about 10 inches. And then for the length of the skirt, you're just going to add that inner circle measurement plus the length. So I usually make my short skirts about 19 inches long. So I found this pile of curtain material, which I'm then going to pull apart to make enough to have one giant skirt. So the initial measurement for the length down was 16 inches, but I'm actually going to seam rip open all of the places that they had sewn in order to make this into a curtain. And this will actually increase the length from 16 inches to 21 inches. So once I've done that, I'm going to take my material and I'm going to line it up to make it into one giant panel. Now, since this material has a pattern, you want to make sure that the pattern lines up as closely as possible. And this is pretty easy because this pattern is plaid, so you can simply match up the red stripes together. And then for the long skirt, you're gonna just wanna sew these two panels together to make one giant piece of fabric again. And here's the demo of me cutting out both of the skirts, the long one as well as the short. You can see they're the same thing, just one is shorter than the other. And then I'm gonna sew up both sides of both skirts. After sewing this down, you wanna make sure that you take an iron and iron all of your seams flat so you get a nice professional look. Now for the waistband. I'm actually going to do a straight waistband across and then tie it in the back. So I'm going to measure about 4 inches and cut along the pattern of this material. My material wasn't quite long enough, so I actually sewed 2 pieces of this 4-inch material together, and then I'm gonna iron this as well. And then I'm gonna sew a giant tube down. And iron this down flat. This just makes it easier. So then you're gonna take your safety pin and turn the material around so that all your raw seams are on the inside and you have a nice seam on the outside. And then you'll be able to iron this down flat. And then I'm also going to do a top stitch all the way across this waistband just to lock it in place. And then I'm going to use a straight stitch and sew it on top of your skirt. And then to hem the skirt, I'm going to turn it under once all the way around and then turn it under again the second time to lock in all those raw edges. The way the short skirt turned out. I could definitely wear it with some heels or with my boots or whatever, and I paired it with this turtleneck that I actually got from my friend who was giving it away in a box of donations, and I kind of rifled through and took it off the top, but I think it super works with a white turtleneck, and you can add a vest for some flair, or you can add a Christmas sweater, and there's lots of options and ways to turn one inexpensive curtain panel into a beautiful festive wear. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down below. If you've made it this far in the video, let me know, which one do you prefer, the long skirt or the short skirt, and which one would you be more likely to wear to your holiday events? I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye!